they're all going to be protected under, not only under Title IX, but we can give them support to some of the best speakers in the country. In fact, we got Ben Shapiro at Vanderbilt College University tonight. We got speakers like that all over the country. YAF.org.
Yep, it might be the only way that kids on these campuses get access to the truth. Like, it might be the one time in 4 years.
Yeah, we're on college campuses, but also high school and now middle school programs.
Nice. Very good. Yep. Scott Walker, YAF.org. Great to talk to you, Governor. Appreciate it.
You too. Have a good one.
Have a good day. I want to go back and relive some of that 2011 Occupy Wisconsin stuff. Do you remember that? Do you remember people just going crazy? I mean, it was just berserk. They took it over for 5 months. They lived inside the Capitol for 5 months. Crazy. Governor Walker won. What are they going to do? What is the left? What is the unions going to do? The government unions. When Vivek and Elon comes for them. Oh man, it's going to be great. We're going to win. Mike Slater, Breitbart News Daily. Spread the word.
Today, the Breitbart News big meeting between President Trump and President Biden in the Oval Office. I'd like to be a fly on that wall. Congressional races still being counted and new appointments.
Listen live weekdays at 9 a.m. East on Sirius XM Patriot.
President Trump has won the election. This is your favorite president, Donald J. Trump, with some very exciting news. Remember, my gold sneakers, they went like crazy. Everybody's still talking about them. They sold out in a matter of hours. People went wild for them. So get my new Trump sneakers and don't miss out this time.
These aren't just any sneakers. They're a symbol of American greatness and everything President Trump represents. But don't wait. These limited edition sneakers won't last long. Don't miss out. Don't get shut out. Go to GetTrumpSneakers.com now to collect your victory sneakers. It's an easy URL. Remember, GetTrumpSneakers.com.
All right, running late as usual.
Historic election victory. Get your Trump victory sneakers before big collectors scoop them up. That's GetTrumpSneakers.com.
How about you?
Sneakers are not intended for investment purposes. Strictly limited 3 sneakers per family. Hurry, go now to GetTrumpSneakers.com.
Americans love using their credit cards. The most secure and hassle-free way to pay. But DC politicians want to change that with the Durbin-Marshall credit card bill. This bill lets corporate megastores pick how your credit card is processed, allowing them to use untested payment networks that jeopardize your data security and rewards. Corporate megastores will make more money, and you pay the price. Tell Congress to guard your card, because Americans lose when politicians choose. Learn more at guardyourcard.com.
Calling all dog lovers, entrepreneurs, and franchise owners. Are you ready to invest in an opportunity that is disrupting the $140 billion pet care industry? Say hello to Sparkle, not your average dog groomer. A new franchise concept
Groggy.
offers dog lovers quality routine and affordable care 7 days a week, and entrepreneurs the opportunity of a lifetime. Sparkle offers a strong, scalable business model that drives rapidly recurring revenue and provides investors with the opportunity to take a bite out of a rapidly growing, highly fragmented industry. Invest in a Sparkle grooming franchise today and get full service support from expert franchisors who know how to make business a whole lot of tail-wagging fun. Have questions or want to learn more? Visit SparkleFranchising.com today. Give us a call at 888-600-4491. That's 888-600-4491. Or visit SparkleFranchising.com. Sparkle, not your average franchise.
Freedom of speech. Sirius XM Patriot.
Channel 125.
Conservative principles live here.
Fight Club is John Carter talking about the Federal Reserve and King Trump fired the chair of the Fed. And the answer is yes. There's a section in the book Unbreakable Investor by Charles Payne all about the Federal Reserve and the chair of the Fed and their role in the economy and what's next. But I bring that up because what is next? What I'm feeling good. I think the economy will do well now. That's what we voted for. There's a section here about Wall Street's sour grapes. He says, forget about them. Own the winners. How about this fact? From 1926 to 2022, only 3 stocks were responsible for 10% of wealth creation. And in that same period, the same 100-year period, only 72 stocks were responsible for half of the market's wealth creation. Out of 26,000, 72 were half of the wealth creation out of 26,000 stocks total. Amazing. How do we take advantage of this? Unbreakable Investor, it's $29.95, but Charles will give it to you for free. Just text the word Mike to the number 505-505, and they'll send you a link. Click the link, fill out the form, because they got to know where to send it, and it's a couple dollars for shipping, so you do have to pay a couple dollars to have it shipped to you. But the book is free. Text Mike to 505-5.
Patriot presents Breitbart News
Yeah,
Daily.
it's a pretty day. It's
With
cold.
your host, Mike Slater.
Old but pretty.
Of Scott Walker and our college campuses. And yesterday we talked a bit about Donald Trump's plan to reform them through the accreditation system and taxing the endowment. So this group, Stand Columbia Society, they're politically neutral, looking to restore Columbia's rightful preeminence in America and global higher education. They say the potential financial risks to the university are rooted in Trump and other Republican officials' enmity for elite institutions in general and our alma mater in particular.
Jesus Christ.
For good reason. If the Trump administration finds them for violating Title VI, the section of the Civil Rights Act that prohibits discrimination on the basis of race, color, national origin, et cetera, then Trump could take away their federal funding. And there's currently 3 active court cases regarding Title VI, which was about their Jew hatred last year. So if this happens, then Columbia could lose $1.3 billion in government grants and contracts that it currently receives. Then
I wouldn't sweat it too much. You have a lot more rights than
in
they want you to
student
believe.
Pell Grants, subsidized federal loans. $785 million in Medicare and Medicaid through its hospital systems. It's great. Do it all. Limit international student visas.
Hot chocolate day? Well, that's
$800
funny.
million in tuition.
Definitely get a
for
coffee.
foreign students. And a 20% tax on university endowments. And Columbia has a $1.5 billion in gross returns on its endowments. So that's a lot of money. There's $300 million right there. Vance talked about a 35% endowment tax to it. So you add it all up, it's $3.5 billion a year that their insanity could cost them. So this group, and I don't really know the ideological viewpoint of this group in particular, but it seems like their conclusion to Columbia is it's not to fight the administration, it's stop being crazy. They said avoid being at the epicenter of public outrage. And they're calling on the university's trustees to step in to simply, quote, enforce our rules and hold rule-breaking staff and students accountable. I think they're really just like, I don't know if these people are conservative or I don't know what they are. Maybe it doesn't even matter. But I think they're saying, can we just be normal here, please? And that's all Trump wants too. That's all I just want everyone to be normal. Maybe don't admit lunatics into your student body. Maybe you don't appoint or hire.
Oh, there are some lurkers. One of them's my backup phone.
You don't have to hire all conservatives.
That way I don't have to read it off of...
That's all we're asking for. That's all Trump's asking for. And you can stop all
the one
these
that's
problems.
recording.
Maybe you invite, maybe you don't accept...
Warning on indoctrinated.
Jews. I don't know. Maybe that's a start. Maybe that'll nip this in the bud.
I think that was the point of me and
Maybe now
Dirty
think about
trying to add Jody to that.
of the people that you're
To get him on there.
or hiring. And then while you're there, you enforce just a basic standard of
Cinnamon
decency.
roll?
And it can save you $3.5 billion.
I'm going to McDonald's.
Being taken away from you, perhaps. But if you don't,
I
it
got
should
some
be
points that
taken
are going
away.
to expire if I don't use
It's
them.
not hard. It's not hard. Everyone just stop being crazy. That's all we're voting for.
I'm already late anyway, so
Except
fuck it. The McDonald's app is so fucking weird. You gotta open it
For a
twice.
10-year term policy for a healthy, non-smoking 44-year-old male paid active for trade.
Dude, guess how much I paid for a $1 million term life insurance policy?
Gotta be at least $150 a month.
Wrong, my friend. I got coverage through Ethos. Only $69 a month, and I didn't need a medical exam. Just answered a few easy health questions.
That's impressive. But I'm shocked you have life insurance.
But you don't? Come on, man. You have a wife and kids. What if something happens to you? Trust me, or better yet, check out some of their reviews. Ethos is A+ rated on the BBB and X.
Questions? Get your free quote at applyethos.com. E for easy, E for ethos. At applyethos.com. That's applyethos.com.
This is your favorite president, Donald J. Trump, with some very exciting news. The new Trump fragrances are here. They make a great Christmas present. I named them Fight, Fight, Fight because they represent winning. This fragrance is all about strength and success and confidence for men and for women. Give yourself a moment and don't forget to grab one for your loved ones too. They'll thank you and they'll even smell good. Enjoy, have fun, and keep on winning. That's right. President Trump's new Trump fragrances are here just in time for Christmas. These limited edition scents from men and women are available now and selling quickly. Don't wait. Go to GetTrumpFragrances.com and get yours before they're gone. They're the perfect gift. Go to GetTrumpFragrances.com today. It's easy and well enough to remember. GetTrumpFragrances.com. See GetTrumpFragrances.com for details. Trump fragrances are not intended for investment purposes. Hurry. Go now to GetTrumpFragrances.com and get your Trump fragrances today.
Strong national defense, legal immigration. Sirius XM Patriot
Channel 125.
Conservative principles live here.
This is a crazy one here.
Host of Fox News Channel's Fox and Friends Weekend and has been a contributor with the network since 2014. He developed a friendship with Trump, who made regular appearances on the show. Except lacks senior military or national security experience. If confirmed by the Senate, he would inherit the top job during a series of global crises, ranging from Russia's war in Ukraine and the ongoing attacks in the Middle East by Iranian proxies, and escalating worries about the growing alliance between Russia and North Korea. Trump has also chosen William McGinley as White House counsel and former Congressman John Ratcliffe as CIA director. I'm Bernie Bennett.
And Mr. Trump's Department of Government Efficiency to be co-chaired by Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy. Democratic Senator John Fetterman of Pennsylvania says he'd vote to confirm Senator Marco Rubio should Rubio be nominated for Secretary of State.
Fetterman was quick to speak out after news broke that Trump is expected to nominate Rubio to serve as his top diplomat. Fetterman writes on X, it's no surprise he has political differences with the Florida Republican, but that, quote, Rubio is a strong choice and I look forward to voting for his confirmation. Rubio's expected departure will temporarily reduce the Republican majority in the Senate until a temporary replacement is selected by Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. Bob Agnew reporting.
Higher rent, more expensive used cars, costlier airfares. They fueled inflation last month. Consumer prices rose 2.6% from a year earlier. That was in line with analyst expectations, and it was the first year-over-year increase in inflation in about 7 months. And in light of that report, a check Wall Street finds the stock futures higher ahead of the opening bell. The Dow futures up 50 points, NASDAQ futures 19 points higher. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Financial Group is not an offer. If you own a timeshare, don't miss this public service announcement from Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group.
If you receive an unsolicited phone call or mail piece to discuss selling, renting, or especially canceling your timeshare, don't fall for it. If you really want out of your timeshare, hang the phone up immediately or throw that mail piece in the trash and contact your timeshare resort or Wesley Financial Group for assistance with your timeshare. As the only Inc. 500 timeshare cancellation company, our knowledge, experience, and results
Yeah, we'll see.
Resource for over 40,000
I'm not sure how that's actually going to work out.
Of their timeshare. Give us a call and I'll send you our timeshare exit information kit free with the straight facts about your timeshare and all of your options for cancellation.
Call for your free info kit. 800-885-3333. That's 800-885-3333. 800-885-3333. Iranian human rights activists say a man has been hanged for a second time. His previous planned execution was halted
30 seconds after the victim's family forgave him.
One word saved the life of Ahmed Alizadeh the first time he was being executed in April this year. Forgiveness, shouted the victim's family as he was being hanged. The 26-year-old was brought down from the gallows and resuscitated, but it was to prove a short respite. It seems that Alizadeh, who denied the charge of murder, was unable to pay the blood money, but under traditional Islamic law, the victim's family could demand instead of his life, and so his execution went ahead for a second time, and this time there was to be no last-minute reprieve.
The BBC's Sebastian Usher. Japan's nuclear watchdog has formally barred a reactor in the country's north-central region from starting up. First projection under toughened safety standards post-Fukushima. News and analysis. Now,
Truth is the authority. First thing, bring your A game because I'll take nothing less. We're going to have an open and honest discussion, but the facts matter. Let's talk about the people. It's common sense. It's principles and policies that work for everybody. I just want to talk about how to fix this country.
I have no issue as long as it's someone that's not in the swamp or from the swamp.
Hi, I'm sorry about the wait. What's the order?
Mobile order ZV13 for Norm.
Hi, I'm sorry. Come on out.
There's a new sheriff in town. Trump goes to Washington, D.C. The rats, some of them are already jumping ship.
Yeah, I have. I didn't get it this morning, but I have. It's one of my favorites too. Good morning.
Is it mobile order?
Yep. Thank you.
This is all happening
All right.
as we speak in very real time, and it's what will keep talk show hosts like myself up 24/7. Except for the moments you're sleeping, and even then waking
Yeah,
up
I'm cool with
in the night
as many people that aren't normally there.
Oh, buddy. You
Yeah.
had for your drinks, you had orange juice and large coffee.
Yeah.
Then for your food, gravy biscuit, sausage biscuit, and a hash brown.
Yep.
Oh, that's referring to Donald Trump. No, I'm not. The new sheriff in town is you. The new sheriff is the Constitution, the promising the Declaration of Independence. Our rights is protected under the Bill of Rights, our individual rights and freedoms.
Yeah.
And we, the people.
Can I get
are
a
the
grape
sheriff.
jelly too?
You want 3 jelly?
No, just one grape jelly.
Donald Trump is a deputy. The appointees are deputies. The elected officials that choose to be on the right side of history are deputies because they're there to serve the people. So for as many of you that thought immediately David Lex talking about Donald Trump, the new sheriff's in town, I'm not. And he's made it clear. He's there to serve the interests of we the people of America.
Department of Government
America
Efficiency.
first, not America alone. That makes him
Thank
a
you.
deputy to the Constitution as all of them should be. And that's the way it should work. Now, is it going to be perfect? No, it won't be. Is there going to be reaction, resistance, and retribution? Absolutely. The meltdown is clear, it's palpable. The pearl clutching, cry your more liberal tears or your more establishment tears or your more bureaucratic tears. It's all there.
I'll get it later.
And as for the rats jumping ship, and some of the rats are maybe delaying the jump off the ship, like Judge Juan Merchan in New York City, who is holding on to that last thread of something. One of the chief rats, Special Counsel Jack Smith, is expected to file a report before Trump can fire him and resign before Trump can fire him. I think he's got a little bit of a James Comey complex. Let me tell you how I'm much better than you. So, Jack Smith, who was illegally put in place, not according to the Constitution of the United States, is going to issue a predictably scathing report.
Well, there's only so much he can do at the state level. I mean, that's the point of state sovereignty, but your fucking governor is a fucking moron. Yeah, I got no issues with him appointing people that have not been dwelling in the swamp for ages. Yeah. But he's an a-hole. My governor is a rhino. He's the one that's going to pick J.D. Vance's replacement. So that's making me nervous. It would have been an easy, not that I wanted it to happen. I said, but it would have been an easy pick if Marino would have lost. But he won. Now we got to find another one. I think you should consider Vivek Ramaswamy because he's from Cincinnati. But apparently he's going to be part of that. What job? No, I'm talking about. I don't think he can. If he did, he'd be fun. He's a fucking moron, dude. He is. Our governor is swamped, dude. Fucking for a red state, we had some of the worst lockdowns out of any red state during COVID. This fucking idiot behind me. Fucking idiot. Yeah, there's a state trooper there, you dumbass. No, I think he has to. Well, he's still got his term left as governor, and I think he has to appoint someone else. I mean, he could, pick some swamp dweller, which wouldn't surprise me from him. No, she's not. She's in Carolina. Probably. We'll see. Honestly, he should be fucking announcing that soon. Especially if it's someone who hasn't been in the swamp, so they can make it to freshman orientation. For senators, yeah.
The left uses loyalty as a slur, but in fact, presidents want loyalty to the agenda, and that's what presidents should build.
Well, just like Michigan too, they have 2 Democrats.
And also the capability of having the right team is that when something needs to be adjusted, it's done.
And as long as elections are going to continue working the way they have been working. It's going to take huge numbers to get anybody but a blue in there.
Are people that I could say, or a lot of them, are whatever, any team sport, it's the team. It's not just one person. That's
what Bo used to say.
In the moment, there can be the key player
the team.
in the game, whatever the case may be. But the team as a whole, subject matter expertise when you're building a team like this,
I agree.
is really the next level down. It's good to have that, but it's really the next level down. So don't panic. Don't buy into the meltdown or the self-important talking heads on the right that think that they're the managerial class that will tell you how it should work. And contrast that with the incompetent, ideological morons that were there in the Biden-Harris leftover.
The way our voting machines worked here is, when you checked in, you're given a paper ballot, but it's blank. The whole piece of paper is blank. It prints out your just identifier code on top. And then you take it over to basically to just it's a fancy printer. You pick your choices electronically. You double check them, and then it prints it out. But your vote is still not cast until you put it yourself into the tabulator. That's where they're counted. It's counted right there at the tabulator, and you put it in there yourself. You can look at it, make sure it's printed correctly, make sure what's on there is correct. And then we still, if you want to, you can do a paper ballot, and that tabulator still takes a regular paper ballot and counts it as you put it in. So there's no humans. The only humans are, at the end of the day, you print out totals. Really hard to cheat unless you hack the software of the tabulator. But nothing is online. That's why, like I said, it adds it up there, prints it onto paper, and then they ship that paper down to the Board of Elections. So
standards are set to be followed, and contrast the DEI CRT crap that we have seen in government writ large, but especially.
So you can, if you actually printed out your whole ballot, if you see an error on it, you can take it over to the table. They will literally destroy it right there in front of you and give you a brand new one and let you redo it. Yeah, they called it a poll election official, but yeah. It's basically volunteer. I mean, they pay you to do it, but it's basically volunteer pay for as long as that day is. And that was hard. I was sore by the end of the day. Oh, for talking to your husband? Yeah. I got no problem with early voting as long as it's at the same type of machines that you're going to be voting on election day. I think the only mail-in ballots should be for infirmed or service people away from home. They took huge advantage of COVID with that shit. I know some states that's the only way they really do it, but I guess I could have voted at the poll because I was actually stationed at my precinct where I would have voted if I voted on election day. But it just seems weird to be guiding everybody else and then vote on your own. Especially when we were busy. I guess it would have been easy whenever it slowed down, but you never know. Machines breaking down on election day and shit. So. I'm more concerned about the issues than the candidates whenever I vote.
Strategic differences and all that other stuff. And it wasn't always perfect. But
And I will say only one of the issues that I voted, the one issue I voted against did not pass, so that's cool. They want an appointed board to do the redistricting instead of elected officials. I voted against every single tax levy that they had on there, and almost all of them passed. Because people are idiots. Oh, but our schools, oh, but blah, blah, blah. Fuck our schools. The schools fucking teaching them bullshit. The school district that I live in is one of the richest school districts around. And they got more money. Yeah, I vote no. Anything tax related is a no. Even if it's benefiting veterans and stuff like that. That shouldn't be a local issue anyway. Because they don't know how to use money correctly. Even if it's like for something I think is a good thing, you're going to get a no from me. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, right there is a large chunk. They need to trim at least what, 1.7 trillion out of the budget. Yeah, but we call them bonds, levies, same thing. Anything that's gonna take more money out of my pocket, where I have little to say about how it's used, it's a no. It's a big fat no. But the thing is, people are so stupid that shit passes almost all the time. Fucking library increase. Last library increase they had in this area, they said they were going to have to close the library. It passed, and they spent $15 million on a new building. Hey, Midwest! What up, buddy?
aircraft carriers in the first 20 minutes of the conflict. What does that look like? I mean, and when they're, if we already got fundamentals economically, which you pointed out very well, with our grid culture and the kind of elite capture going on around the globe. I mean, and then microchips and everything. Why do they want Taiwan? They want to corner the market completely on the technological future. We can't even drive our cars.
Yeah, it's the mount.
China these days. I mean, they have full spectrum.
It's not the magnetic mount like I got. You know, I got my other phone on that.
And we have our heads up our asses.
The workout majority. Coming up right after the Dave Webb Show, former RNC Press Secretary, Vice President of Polling, Cassie Smedley joins me as Trump puts together his cabinet for the second term.
The workout majority coming up next at noon East after the David Webb Show. Which serious
This thing was built in 1888.
this year, skip the holiday hustle and bustle and save 50% off that early. You'll also score a $30 reward card. Nothing delivers comfort and joy quite like the unrivaled quality and taste of Omaha Steaks. They've got 5 generations of experience bringing you the world's best.
All right, y'all.
And the gifting
I'll do my best to do a desktop stream today. Got too fucking busy yesterday. But definitely gonna pace myself today. Love you guys. We'll see you in a bit. Peace.